Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Friday because you know what that means. It's time for another My Hero Academia read through, and today we're going to be reading chapter 229. Now, I know last week was way much shorter than usual amount of time. I think it's because I read through that chapter really good and really thorough and not usually messing things up. So, previously on chapter 228, we had Dobby and Eskimo Man just started their fight, so we're probably not going to get back to that for a while. And those theory hounds are just basically coming at the door and just want answers for Dobby right now. And Horikoshi's like, no, we're not gonna do that just not yet. We're not gonna do that yet. I think I know what Horikoshi is trying to do. He's trying to take his time on getting that reveal and getting people excited for that because we've been getting through Toga and we had some bits with Shigaraki, and I think they're gonna save Dobby second to last or maybe the last one left to have his backstory revealed, and that would be very trollish on Horikoshi's part, and 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 now we're just getting a full fight between Twice and Skeptic, the guy who was with the new Destro and oh god, forgot him. I know it's probably going to come back to me eventually. So right now, let's start with chapter 229 by My Hero Academia, chapter 229. Horikoshi with the mask that suppressing his inner heart taken away. So yeah, right from what was left off with Twice having his fight with Skeptic, and he's kind of outnumbered by an army of fake clones of Twice, and Twice is having a giant mental breakdown of his issues. And we jump right back into that by one of the fake clones of Twice ripping off his mask that his safety blanket from not not cloning himself. Ah, stop! And all these clones are bum rushing him still. So they take off the mask, and one of the fakes just toss the real Twice, or maybe not the real one, aside. And on page two, the other, like a lot of the clones are going around, swarming around Toga's bloody corpse. And are they ripping up? I can't really tell by the art, but I think that one of the the fake Twice clones are the puppets are just basically ripping off that part of Toga's teeth scarf, I think, and one holding them hair, and I don't know what they're doing. And two of the fake puppets are just going and just torturing Twice. Stop it! It's so cold. Why are your hands so cold? Shit! Who, who, who the hell are you? Me? That's my face. Who are you, damn it? And these people are just beating the living tar out of him. So we go back to Skeptic and what's been going on. And Skeptic starting to commanding his puppets, shadow puppets that he's using. Good. Hold down his head. C. You hold down his body. E. Take Jin and he gets caught up by uh, by the Juran? 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 I can't remember at the moment. Um, and Juran, the seriously, I just like using code names because the superhero name and supervillains names it helps, and we cut back to Giran. Giran, that's the guy's name. I forgot for a bit. Giran, and he's still tied up. And he's like, Jin, what are you? What are you? And he gets cut off by Destro, the second Destro. He's concentrating on his ability right now. Don't talk to him unless you want to get chewed out again. So he's like, the Destro's just turning Giran's head like towards the screen and not looking at oh, not looking at sorry, I have to go back a bit. Skeptic. God damn it. I keep forgetting. So he's like turning away from Skeptic and just going back out. We're in the middle of taking care of Jin and Toga. His special ability allows him to create human puppets. And to keep things from getting complicated, we have soldiers on standby too. After all, we are manipulating Jiren's model puppets. With my company's micro devices and his company's communication systems, we have absolute control over the puppets. And with that conversation over, we cut back to Twice, and he's still pinned down by the puppets. Ah, I need my mask. Stop. Stop, goddammit. Stop it. Toga. Toga. And the puppets are just basically lifting her up. And one of the puppets got her neck, like, slightly turned a little. They're not gonna break her neck or something like that, because that's what it's implying. Like, oh, I think the puppets are about to kill Toga by cracking her neck. And Twice is like freaking out. Ah, 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 I'm killing, I'm, I'm killing Toga. That girl who wrapped me up with her handkerchief. I'm killing her. I am. That's me. Am I? That's me. I am. What is. What? Is it me? Then who am I? Am I the real one? Am I really me? Or am I not? I'm splitting apart. I'm splitting. Am am I not me? Am I really myself? I'm. And before we cut down on the sixth page, we get forcibly gone through Twice's flashback. We got little bits and pieces of his flashback, like before the beginning of the Overhaul arc. So we're going to cut back like a few years before that mini flashback involving that he fears his clones, him cloning himself. And we cut back with the continuing the sentence of I am alone. I have no family. From the beginning, I had a scary face. People tended to fear me. I see. That that must have been rough. You see, the man that you hit with your motorcycle? I was around 16 when I started to fall. It seems that his arm got broken. He was he was he was the one who jumped towards me. I was obeying the speed limit. Unfortunately, in this case, convincing the jury with that will be quite difficult. Well, there's a chance that this will end up giving you a criminal record, but don't let it bother you. Even if you take a wrong step, you can always turn your life around. So he's basically going through, like, he wasn't involved with an accident, and the guy's probably suing Twice, and Twice in the past is talking to his lawyer. And we continue with Twice's monologue, inner monologue. You can you can always turn your life around. I'm sure that policeman didn't know. Then again, neither did I. That, for some, that first wrong step is the start of a slippery slope. So we continue further on into his life, like a while after all that, and he's in the where he used to work. And 1 second, I don't know what that is. I think some work is being done outside, so if you heard anything, so just ignore it. So we see his foreman in this flashback, Jin. That guy you hit with your motorcycle? He works for one of our top clients. I just got a call and he was furious. He said, "Just look at what your guy has done. We never be able to do business with them again. After all, the kindness I've shown you, this is how you repay me? Don't fuck with me. I don't ever want to see your face here ever again." Oh god, I feel there. I know what it feels like. Something like that. But I'm not gonna talk about it. I had something gone through that, but that was a long time ago. I've gotten over it. And we continue more into his monologue. So the guy got fired from his old job and now he's just heading back home. My parents both died when I was in middle school. That's rough. I got mixed up in villainous activity. Yeah, makes sense. Without any relatives to speak of, I really was all by myself. In today's modern society, have you have you ever heard of someone so disconnected from the rest of the world? I just wanted someone to talk with. I just wanted someone to talk with. Hey. And I think he just uses so he just cloned himself the first time as a bit of a coping mechanism to deal with his losing his job and everything going south for him. Yeah, it's kind of a bit therapeutic. Where do you think where do you think I went wrong? Hmm. If I had to say, I would say it started when you were born without any luck. I wanted someone I could trust and be trusted by. So he kept on cloning. So page 9, he started cloning more and more. It was fun. Those on the path of descent, those on the path of descent all think of the same thing. I want to live an easy life. Isn't that right? Following that thought, I made mistake after mistake. But it isn't until you hit rock bottom that you finally realize all your wrong decisions. And there's all the clowns. And on page 10, I lost the ability to trust even myself to the giant massacre and drove him insane, convincing he's not the real one and the real one died. And on the next panel, we cut away to some shanky town, like some kind of place, and he's talking to someone. I see. You watched yourself get massacred by yourself and went crazy as a result. So, what's with the bag? Is it for hyperventilation? And he's got like a paper and twice just putting on paper bag on top of his head so he won't break or clone himself. If I'm not covered, I'll split apart. I ain't gonna split. Ah, I see. And the guy who was talking to was Giran, and this is how Twice got involved with the League of Villains from the very beginning. Any doppelgangers I make will disappear after taking a certain amount of damage. Let's see, for an adult male, I say a broken arm or so would do it. That's why I'm so nervous. I'm perfectly calm. And Giran's just continuing the conversation. Using your clones for worldwide spread and grand theft, making you currently one of the government's most wanted criminals. With your quirk, you could have the power to take down entire countries. And to think that person has fallen this far. What? What should someone who's all washed up do? Become trusted. And Gurren's just like lighting a cigarette with a lighter. By who? Friends. A pretty lively group just formed recently. They definitely need someone like you, and Gurren's just offering a cigarette from an American company because it says Americans on the pack. You'll be fine. People like you are more common than you might think. And Twice takes that cigarette and probably calms down. And so we have that flashback. So we're back to what's going on right now, and Twice is still freaking out. Ah! And Twice just breaks off his breaks off the shadow puppets. Toga! And we also cut away to back to Skeptic. Never mind, I just got my memory back. Skeptic. So we cut back to Skeptic, and he's just surprised at that recent burst. He's resisting. I anticipated that he might try to run, but he is more determined than I expected. F G, get him. And they all listen. And all the fake puppets are just beating the living crap out of Twice now. Just punching him. And four of them just started dogpiling on him and starting beating and kicking the crap out of Twice. Smack. Wham. That hurts. Ah. Oh. Grab his arms. And that's probably Skeptic. Grab his arms. And the puppets do grab his arms. And Skeptic says, break him. And the puppets literally start bending their arms back, screaming in pain. Probably broken them. Gah! Next, his legs. Just be just be good and stay quiet. Don't do anything unnecessary. And that's odd. He's not disappearing. So we still cut away from we see Twice just looking at this and just having his literal both of his arms break. Ah, it hurts. Shit. Oh man, look what you've done. Toga's regained consciousness. Oh, that's probably Skeptic saying, "Oh man, look what you've done. Toga's regained consciousness. Now I have to use more force. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts, but I'm not disappearing." And he finally realized he's the real Twice, and it was kind of already proven already. So all this time, I've been trying not to get hurt. Even in battle with Giga, the entire time, I was always so scared of disappearing. It always been like that, always making the wrong decisions. All I had to do was try to hurt myself, and I would have known right away. But instead, I chose to run away and fall. And then I fell. Who was it? Who was it that I found? Toga, it was you. I'll save you. And Twice just breaks out of the puppet's grip, and he goes into the air. I'll save you. Move aside, you fakes. And Skeptic's just watching this shocking turn of events. And then he starts making a clone, and that clone turns into an army, and now with that little now he's no longer crazy. He is the original that we've come to know. He is now able to unlock, re reacquire, able to clone himself en masse. An entire army of Twices. I would never kill a friend. And all these clones of Twice just come popping out, fully costumed and fully armed for battle. My quirk double? I think it's about time you saw how terrifying it can be. Liberation Army, revenge twofold. And there's a little bit of text. All it takes is one bad day. And I don't know if that's the title of the chapter because it's a reference title that I used it one time in one of the previous episodes. And that was chapter 229. So 230. Twice is going to go all out with his cloned army of Twices and start beating back the shadow puppets. And I don't think we're not going to see Skeptic die from this. I think he's going to probably die later on. So yeah, this has been exciting, and yeah, we're just getting more Twice backstory. And now that that little behavior block of his mental problems are officially gone, there's no he's no longer bound to hide under his mask and not fear of going crazy and disappearing. So now he knows he's the original, and now he's going to kick all the shadow puppets' butts, an entire army. Oh god, I just realized he's got a whole army. Oh my god, that would be gigantically crazy. A giant gaggle of swarms of Twices just going World War C on the other cluster of people who's doing practically the same thing. God, that's gonna be crazy for Horikoshi's art. It's gonna probably have. I like the art, but oh god, I'm just picturing it right now. How crazy it's gonna get. Oh boy, this is gonna be crazy. So I'll see you then on My Hero Academia 230, and oh god, this is gonna get even crazier, isn't it?